Hello everyone, welcome back. It's TGR, that's Gaming Robo. Now today guys, in this video, it's Championship Manager 0102, my best 11. Now in this video, I may include substitutions as well, but the only way to find out is by watching all of the video. Now just before we do start the video guys, please make sure, if you do use any of those social media outlets, you give them a quick follow, a like, so you know of any news or updates or latest videos that will be coming out. And of course as well, please make sure that you do subscribe to the channel, as well as hitting that notification bell as well, so you know when my latest video has been uploaded onto our YouTube channel. Well, apart from that guys, like I said, I'm going to show you my best 11 on Championship Manager 0102, and I welcome you and I applaud you to leave a comment down below. So if you feel that any of my 11 probably wouldn't get into your 11, I would love to know each and every one of your guys' best 11 on Championship Manager 0102. So please make sure you do leave a comment on that as well. Well, apart from that, guys, let's start the show. Let's see my best 11 on Championship Manager 0102. Right, so guys, we're going to have a look at the best 11 as I mentioned. Now, just before we do so, as you can see, the new menu bars on the left-hand side. So if you are looking to have a menu bar, we will be bringing that video out momentarily. So you guys can have whatever club you wanted, crest or emblem, or what have you. So that will obviously enhance your gaming experience. But let's get on with the my best 11. So we're going to start off with the goalkeeper. So Andreas Isaacson, I think he's a cracking goalkeeper. A lot of people would be saying Chiotis or Sebastian Frey and so on. But, I mean, using all goalkeepers humanly possible that a lot of people say are really, really good on this game, I feel that Andreas Isaacson is probably, in my eyes, the best goalkeeper to use on this game. But moving along to right back, and I've got Brett Emerton from Feyenoord. I think he's a fantastic player. Personally, I think he's brilliant. I think he's quick. I think he's brilliant in set pieces. He's one of these guys that continuously provides you assists game in, game out in every game that you're playing. Now, at left back, Julio Arca. I think he's fantastic left back on this game. I mean, I rate him as high as, like Mikel Silvestre, who's really, really good. Jamie Victory, who is an absolute gem of a player in the lower leagues. So Julio Arca is my left back. Going into centre back, I love this guy. I love Alessandro Nesta. I think he's brilliant. I think he's such a strong character, strong player, brilliant tackling on the ball. And I just think he's one of the world's best players in real football as well as Championship Manager too. And the other centre back, Isaac Okoronkwo, and everyone raves about this guy. I think he's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. He could play anywhere in defence, but for me personally, I prefer him being as a centre back. I know he's got the pace and acceleration to be a wing back, but I just think him being a centre back, pairing up with Nesta, for example, or Cannavaro, just to name a couple, I think it brings out the best in him. But these are my defenders, guys. So we're going to look at who's going to be in my midfield, starting off in defensive midfield. You can't leave this guy out, can you? Hussein Ndai. Brilliant player. I mean, obviously, so everyone says RIP, but I mean, you skip away from that. This guy on this game, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best defensive midfielders on this game. Then looking at my centre midfield, I'm going to be picking up Gennaro Ivan Gattuso. I think he's a fantastic player. Obviously, he's going to cost a lot to get him away from AC Milan. But, I mean, you look at his stats, I think he's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. And his central midfield pairing with Mark Kerr, once again, he's a Championship Manager legend on this game. And there's not really much you can say about this guy. The fact is that if you don't buy him, is a bit like you don't buy Justin Walker in the lower leagues, I think you're crazy, because he's an absolute gem of a player on this game. Now the next guy we picked as an attacking midfielder, Kim Kallstrom. He's a brilliant player. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Not only does he score you goals, but he also creates so many more chances for your team as well. And I feel that with Kim Kallstrom, his stats may not show it, but Kim Kallstrom is without a doubt also as well a championship manager legend. So these are the midfielder guys. Let's go on to my two attackers. Christian Vieri. When I did the Romans General video, I found out that Christian Vieri was an absolute stonker of a player. When I mean stonker, I mean he's an absolute gem of a player as well. I didn't really rate him as much previously before, but I feel that with him and his contributions, he bagged so many more goals for my Roma team. Hence why I'm picking him as part of my star 11. And his strike partner is none other than the man himself, the man, the myth, the legend, Maxim Saigalko. This guy, if he doesn't score you 100 goals in a season, there must be something wrong with your tactics, because this guy can bag you 100 plus goals in a season if you play it in the right way, of course. This guy is brilliant, phenomenal player, and I feel that with this guy, if you sign him up in your team, you're guaranteed to win the league title straight away. So without a shadow of a doubt, he has to be in my starting 11 as well. So we're going to be looking at the substitutes from my team, guys. The substitutes, starting off with this sub-goalie. Richard Wright, I feel, is a brilliant young English goalkeeper. His stats may not show much, but I feel personally that he is going to be a cracker of a sub-goalie for me personally. But yes, so I'm picking Richard Wright as my sub-goalie to be an understudy for Andreas Isaacson. So now we're going to look at my sub-defender, Mike Duff. Now Mike Duff, he can play defender, defensive midfielder on the right-hand side. His stats is brilliant. You can buy him dirt cheap. If you could buy him for £100,000, that might be a little bit too much now. I've come across buying him for £50,000 once before, so you can get him really, really cheap. But he is my sub defender. So now we'll look at my sub midfielder, Justin Walker. Justin Walker, he is brilliant. Like I said earlier on, in the lower leagues, you can pick him up and he will be your midfield general. He will be your star player. He will be he is the guy that will win you or lose your games. At the end of the day, this guy, he can win you more often than not. And with this guy, he's strong, he's quick, he's very agile as well. This guy can literally bring your team in midfield wise. He can bring you up to the next level. So that's why Justin Walker is in my sub midfielders. So now I'm going to be picking my sub attacking midfielder, and it's this guy, Chris Brandon. Now, a lot of you are probably going to be thinking, he's a Torquay United player, rubbish, his stats looks rubbish, blah, 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 blah. But Chris Brandon, he bags you so many assists throughout the season. This guy can easily bring you 20 to 30 assists in a season. That's just assists. He can score between 10 to 20 goals in a season as well. So this guy has to be in my attacking midfield sub category, because I feel that with him, he will be able to bring so much more into a team, obviously, than just assisting. I can always pick this guy or even this guy, Veron. I can pick him as well as my attacking midfielder subcategory, obviously behind Kim Kallstrom. All three of these guys are phenomenally good. But for me personally, I'll be picking Chris Brandon. But other than that, Juan Sebastian Veron would be my second choice. So we'll go into the final guy. The final person in my substitute is my last attacker, and it's this guy, Cherno Samba. Now this guy, he's an absolute brilliant player. In real life, talking to Cherno Samba, he is so laid back. He's not one of these guys who, because he made it as a professional footballer, it's left a chip on his shoulder. It hasn't. He is so humbled. He really, really is. But even on the game, he's absolutely amazing. I mean, he is almost like, in Man United terms, the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer super sub. I always bring him on, either from half time to the 75th minute, and he always makes an impact of some sort, regardless if it's chance created, an assist, or scoring a goal. So he is always there regardless. So this is why that he has to be my sub striker. I mean, once again, I could have easily picked him or even this guy, Ruud van Nistelrooy. He's another goal machine on this game, like Christian Vieri as well as Maxim Cygalko. Even Cherno Samba to a certain degree as well. He brings you so much into your team. Chances created, assists, not that many assists, but he does bag a few, but mainly scoring goals left, right, and centre. So once again, either Cherno Samba or Ruud van Nistelrooy, these two would be my star sub striker. In case anything went wrong with Cygalko or Vieri. So these guys, would be finishing up my fantastic team that I would be making on this fantastic game on Championship Manager 0102. So guys, that is it. That is my Dream 11 on Championship Manager 0102. If you have liked this video, guys, please smash a like on the video. If you're new, subscribe to the channel, as well as hitting that notification bell as well. And of course, I want to hear who your best 11 is on this game. And if you have got a best 11, make sure you leave a comment down below, because I would love to see it. I know some of you have done it in the past. I want to see every single person's best 11 underneath on the comment section. Well, apart from that, guys, I hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you at the next video here at TGR. That's Gaming Robo.